Fiscal Court. This is a special call meeting to order February 18th, 2022. Laurel, you want to step up? We're going to be talking about RFQs. We've been working on this for some time as far as trying to help with structural assessments.
So we have a grant that has just been publicized by FEMA for this disaster as being available. And that grant will pay for structural assessments. It does some other things as well, but what this fiscal court would be interested in is structural assessments. While we don't exactly have the whole format or the process, how it would be done yet, so the implementation is still working on. But for the grant process, we need to identify design professionals that would participate under this structural assessment program.
So the first step is to do an RFQ, a request for qualifications for design professionals. If we don't follow these procedures for fair and open competition or procurement, then it's possible we would not get our funding reimbursed. So the request is just a simple, does fiscal court move to put an RFQ out out for response? It's not really for bid because design professionals work a little differently. So they would be sending in their professional, a write-up about their services, their resume, their CV, so to speak.
Do they normally base that on square footage, I guess? Because, I mean, we've got houses, obviously, of all sizes all over.
So the whole structural assessment thing what the cost would
Yeah,
be?
yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you're asking the loaded question there. So the RFQ isn't necessarily lowest bid.
Sure.
It's they send their proposal and a price sheet.
Okay.
We have not quite figured out what how we will work that. Like, will it be a set amount per square footage? Is it separate for different based on the level of damage? Are we just certifying a foundation? There's a lot of steps in that, but the first thing is we are in a very short time frame. We only have 6 months from the event, and we're already 2 months into that, so we only have 4 months of possible work that we could claim. But the first step is we have to get an RFQ out.
Okay.
So any question you probably have beyond that,
Okay.
we'll probably just stand here and it's a fluid situation how we're going to implement it yet, or how we'll exactly reimburse, how will the flow of the process will go. And I'm double booked in a meeting with FEMA right now to put in our grant application for this.
Yeah.
So don't know yet, but we'll report back.
Okay.
As far for the course, what I initially report back, like FEMA may change there may be clarifications as we go through. Just like the 30 days we thought was the first 30, and then there's going to be clarifications. This program isn't used that often. It's a relatively new program. It's from 2020,
Yeah, the biggest thing is like she said, we just want to make sure we meet the procurement process, even though the emergency is extended out to April 14th. But to get this rolling, that December 10th timeline has started. So and we'll try, if the court wants to go in this direction, we will try. We've done in the past, where we just took a blanket approach as far as contract bids. When we did that back, I think last May, we just took all of them. So.
With the RFQ, it's different than a proposal. We won't have just one. You have the ability to select based on what qualifications meet certain projects or certain assignments. But the first step is to get the qualifications received in a formal manner.
Yeah. So the request to the court is if we want to actually accept going into putting out allowing Laurel
Yeah.
to put out an RFQ.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. I know you got your other phone call, so
Yes, yes.
appreciate your
Well,
time.
we're in this back room then.
Thank you, Laura.
We need to go in executive session.
Judge, do you want me in executive session for anything? Or will that?
We'll call you
Okay,
if
perfect.
we need you.
Second? I don't know, did you? Okay, so I move we go into executive session.
Second.
Okay.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We don't have any further discussion outside litigation, executive session.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.